again to the channel. It's Monday 11th. I just want to talk about truck driving. There's that John Beatty truck ahead of us decided, fair enough, I don't mind if he's faster than me and can overtake me, fair enough, but he decided to overtake me on the roundabout, cutting me up on the roundabout. So basically it's a 2-lane roundabout, which I thought it'll go around in lane 2 as it was originally. Started lane 2 beside me as I went on. He then cut in front of me halfway around the roundabout, even though he can merge with his lane in on the dual carriageway. So it's basically straight over this roundabout sort of thing, forcing me to slow down. Then he perceived to drive, there's a 50 limit, to do 45 for no apparent reason. The truck ahead was doing about 50, so I then went, right, I'm overtaking you, I'll do 50. I'll let traffic go by first of all, then I proceeded to overtake him. Got about over halfway down him, then he sped up for no apparent reason. I mean, that guy is showing all quality of truck driving just all in one there. All selfishness beyond all disbelief. You know, if you are fast, just let the truck overtake, then get past him. Don't proceed to meet his speed, then undertake him. You know, that's just unprofessional. Just to start off with, you know. And then he did. You know, I tried to skip past him anyway, but I had to let him go. I had to do the big man back off and get in, even though I was more or less almost past her at one stage. But he's obviously one of those drivers that can't allow anything to go past him. Yes, he's got a fast truck, I'm not criticising that. Also, he's got a truck that can do probably maybe 60. Happy days. You know, living the dream. But it's not all about that. It's about being professional at the same time. You know, even I had a truck that could almost do 60. If I had a truck that I knew that couldn't go as fast as me, that was overtaking me, I'll let him to overtake. Then when it was safe to do so, I won't take the nick, I'll overtake him. You know, if they're in a similar sort of situation. You know, it's all about being the bigger man and being respectful. If you were going slow because of something in front of you, you know, the other truck has taken the initiative before you've taken the initiative, tough luck. You know, he seems to be a bit distracted. He seems like a young driver by the looks of it. Not criticising young drivers out there. There is good young truck drivers out there, honestly. Whether you believe it or not, there is. But I'm not trying to do this as a name and shame fully. It's to highlight there is bad truckers out there. You know, he might be having a bad day, he might be a good trucker overall, but I might have caught him on a really bad day. He's probably not switched on today, he's probably full on monk mode. So I might be popping into some extra services shortly, so I'm on sort of the watch out for like extra EUA garages down there. Actually, this is it. I was thinking, is it out there? Yeah, it's this one there. Stop off here. The other, that guy there's a sound driver, I think. He seems to be driving well ahead of us. All the other truckers I've met this morning have been fine. No issues from them. All been chill. You know, all been cool, in other words. I think the parking's after. If we say the combat indicator is chocker. Which it could very well be. Yeah, but I said I thought I'd do a quick video on it because it does seem to be an issue these days that anywhere for us to wheel in. Well, there's nothing saying we can't park here, so I'm going to park here. Only here for 15 minutes or so. I'm out the way. I'm out the way, I'm out the way. Yeah, so I'm not doing this a name and shame. I said that driver could be a really good driver most of the time. It might be having a really off day. But there's no excuse to have an off day like that to the point you're messing fellow drivers around. It's not the first time. I'm using him as an example of bad, you know, professional drivermanship, whatever you want to call it. You know, he obviously does not want anybody to overtake him. He's obviously got a bit of an ego about him. Going, you know, oh, how dare another truck be faster than me, you know, overtake me, that'd be embarrassing. No, it's not about that. But that, I won't be surprised it is something to do with that. You know, that, you know, he's got some sort of ego about him, or he just doesn't want nothing overtaking him. Or he can't be overtaked. But it is what it is. It's only proof of the pudding that not all truckers are perfect. I'll never claim truckers are perfect drivers. No, we have bad eggs, we have good eggs. You know, I'm not claiming to be a good egg. I'm not claiming to be perfect myself. I make mistakes, you know, everybody does. But there's a degree of mistakes. And there's just being unprofessional and just being, you know, an absolute... You can fill that gap with whatever you want. We can go, ooh, oh. You probably guess. Yeah. But nevertheless, if you've seen some bad driving out there, if you're a professional driver, what's your biggest irritations of professional drivers? I know, yes, you might say being overtaken by other professional drivers. Yeah. But that's not my biggest wind up. That it's just it's because he'd done multiple things in a row. If he'd just done one bad thing, no dramas. But he'd done multiple bad habits there. You know, especially the overtake on the roundabout. Not overly too bothered about the overtake. It's just how he did it. Ideally, I never overtake a truck on the roundabout. It's just not really the done thing. If you can help it. In your decision process, you got to think, where's the safest place for me to overtake another Arctic in Arctic? You know, I'd rather overtake them when he's on the dual carriageway, you know. Because I overtook a few trucks myself, but I've done that on the dual carriageway. I don't really overtake if I can help it on the roundabouts. I'm not saying I haven't overtaken anything on the roundabouts. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you end up doing so, you know, for whatever reason. But not how he did it. Not how he did it, because basically he cut in on the roundabout. Do it when you're on the dual carriageway. Once you're back on the dual carriageway, then get back into lane 1. Don't do it on the roundabout, because you may cause, like he did, the truck you're overtaking to take action to slow down. In other words, you're inhibiting the flow of traffic. Or causing I forgot what it is, but it's a bit like giving way and all that. He had no right to do that legally. It's dangerous. Luckily I was on the ball and I saw what was going on, so otherwise I'm going to pile up on the roundabout. That won't be good on the main roundabout, on the A40 I think it is. That'll be enough of me moaning about it, hopefully. But I thought we'll get a video out there, because he provided a perfect opportunity to talk about it. I should have filmed it, all of it, but you don't know when those things will happen. You know, you honestly don't. He came out now, he's literally getting a bat like out of hell. That's probably the best way to describe it, what he's doing. So what we do, we put ourselves onto brake, we'll pop in, use the facilities, and then we'll get down to the customer, because I had to go and use the facilities and maybe get a little bit of breakfast quickly. So nevertheless, hopefully you've enjoyed this another chat video I've done. Subject matter chat video again. Yeah, I actually enjoy doing them. It's just to bring, as I said, it's not aimed to embarrass that driver. It's seriously, it's not really meant to embarrass him. He just provided the opportunity at the end of the day. And the cold hard fact of it, my main aim of this is just to bring awareness. So if you know, for those drivers and every driver to sort of ask themselves, look, and just, yeah, it's good to assess yourself and go, do I do that? And think long and hard and go, actually, you may say, yes, I do. Actually, I need to change that. You know, it might hope. My main aim is for some positive, you know, positive what do you call it, discussion, you know, thoughts, and maybe help one person, maybe stop one person from doing stuff like that, or to make them more considerate of other drivers, not just other professional drivers but other road users, you know. And you know, this discussion goes to all motorists at the end of the day, but this is mainly aimed at us professional drivers. We're all truckers, we're all part of the same team effectively. We all try and move goods between A and B, we all got schedules to keep, but it doesn't mean trying to screw each other over at the same time is acceptable. It's not. You know, treat everybody professionally. You know, if you're faster, you will get past us. You know, a professional driver will always let you go by. You know, but equally, even if you have a truck that you know is slower, I know it could be frustrating. Oh, I'm going to have to overtake you again in a minute. But, you know, I did try and stay behind him for quite a while, but it was doing 45 for, you know, a reasonable amount of distance. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to go. You know, I can't be doing 45 all the way, especially after somebody's recklessly overtook me on the roundabout. Yeah, but it is what it is. You know, I'm not here to report that driver reckless driving or anything like that. I suppose I could use the dash cam for it. I might see, if I remember, I might take dash cam home with me this weekend to update it. See if I can drag the footage off. Actually, I might call it to save it. Yeah, so yet again, hopefully yeah, but thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe, you know, if you haven't already, and always have subscribed. I always say thank you very much, it is appreciated. Sorry for my distractions there. Comment down below, as I said, if you've encountered similar, what's your biggest frustrations if you're a professional driver out on the roads, you know, from other professional drivers that you've seen. I don't want to make us look all bad in this, and there's a lot of good drivers out there, honestly. It's just reasonable putting this out is to try and limit down the bad drivers a bit more, hopefully, you know. I mean, people have bad days, I understand. People in a rush, they might be behind schedule, but there's no excuse for reckless driving and dangerous driving and just being unprofessional. So hopefully this has been of use or interest. It might be just a bit fascinating for you to see and have a debate about. And feel free to have a debate down below in the comments. What's your thoughts about, you know, overtaking roundabouts? I'm not saying it's the wrong thing. You know, if you do it safely, you don't cut the vehicle up on the roundabout, I have no dramas overall. But personally, I don't, as another Arctic driver, I won't overtake another heavy goods vehicle on the roundabout, no matter how big that roundabout was. Ideally, really big roundabouts, yeah, you sometimes end up having to do so. It is what it is. But where possible, I make my best effort just to stay chill, just be calm, professional, go around the roundabout, and if you can overtake the truck further down, overtake it in a safe space. So, you know, that's all I'm trying to get across here. So thank you very much for watching. Over and out.